Let's watch Tarana score a perfect Band 9 for her IELTS speaking interview. Band 9 level vocabulary and phrases are underlined in the subtitles. I will teach you tips and strategies to quickly improve your score so that you too can get the highest band possible, even a Band 9. Let's begin. Welcome to the speaking section of the IELTS exam. My name is Adrian. I will be your examiner for this part of the test, and I am recording this for clerical purposes. This is candidate number 95817326 and examiner number 9765. We are conducting this exam in Madhya Pradesh in Bhopal. The time right now is 11 o'clock. The speaking has 3 parts. I will give you instructions for each. May I see your identification?
Yes, certainly. Here is my passport that I used to register online and at check-in just 20 minutes ago. Please have a look.
What is your full name?
My whole name is Tarana Bai, as you can also see in my passport. Please call me by my first name, Tarana.
Okay, Tarana. The speaking has 3 parts. I will give you instructions for each. For part 1, I will ask you a couple of questions to get to know you better and some questions on a general topic. Where do you live?
I live here in the state of Madhya Pradesh, in central India, in the capital city Bhopal, in a 3-bedroom detached house on the outskirts.
Do you work or study?
I am currently studying my bachelor's degree in computer science, and I've also been cramming for my IELTS to meet my requirements in order to study my master's degree in the UK.
Let's talk about water. How often do you drink water in a day?
I have never really counted, but I think I drink water at least a dozen times during the day. I do pay attention to staying hydrated, and I usually have a bottle of water with me, just like here now at the exam.
Do you like the taste of water? Why or why not?
Yes, I do. Of course, I like clean bottled water. I'm not a big fan of tap water even after filtration. I must say, nothing can beat the taste of fresh cold water on a hot summer day.
When do you like to drink water?
I like to drink water as soon as I get up in the morning. I drink a tall glass to get my system going, and I also like to drink water when it's hot out, or a half glass of water before going to bed so that I don't wake up thirsty in the middle of the night.
Where can you buy water in your area?
There are a multitude of places where I can purchase clean bottled water. The place I usually go is a couple of blocks away from my home. It's a D-Mart, and I can buy a variety of bottled water there. In fact, I bought this bottle of water from there on my way to this exam.
How much does clean drinking water cost for you?
If you ask me what I pay for clean drinking water, I would say it's around 500 rupees. That gets me about 50 liters of bottled water. But to be honest with you, I have not really counted, so this is just a rough estimate.
Has the quality of your drinking water changed since you were a child? And if yes, how?
Well, I think it has not changed much in the sense of store-bought water. However, the quality of tap water has improved since I was a kid. I mean, I have heard my parents and other people talk about how poor the quality of water used to be decades ago. But since then, the government of Madhya Pradesh has put in a lot of investment to improve the quality of water, not only in the capital, but also in the rural areas.
That is the end of part 1. Now that you have seen part 1 of the interview, it is clear that Tarana is an expert user of the English language. She is fluent. She does not hesitate to express her ideas clearly and with accurate grammar. Her pronunciation is easy to understand. Now here's a tip for you to make sure that you get a high band score. Notice how Tarana does not use the word you in part 1. This is a common mistake amongst IELTS candidates. Often IELTS candidates will use the word you when they are answering questions in part 1. However, Part 1 is not about the examiner, it's about you, the candidate. So instead of saying you, it's important to use the pronouns I, me, and my. It's common to make this mistake as we naturally replace this pronoun with the pronoun you to get the listener's attention. But this makes for low-level communication. So when you're practicing for part 1 of the IELTS exam, anytime you catch yourself saying you, stop and correct the sentence. Replace the word with I, me, my, and say it again. Keep this in mind, and it can easily save you a half-band score on your next IELTS speaking test. Like when the examiner asks, where can you buy drinking water in your area? Tarana immediately answers that in my area there are a multitude of places where I can buy clean drinking water. She doesn't say, in my area there are lots of places where you can buy drinking water. Of course, this would be incorrect because the examiner does not live in your area. So make sure that you're always using I, me, my, and not you. We will now continue with part 2. For part 2, I will show you some questions. You will have 1 minute to read these questions and prepare your answers. You have a pencil there and some note paper. Then you will have 1 to 2 minutes to speak. I will tell you when to start and when to stop. Is that clear?
Yes.
Please do not touch the questions. Just leave it there.
Okay.
Okay. Talk about a modern public building that you have visited. Your 1 minute preparation time begins now. To get a free estimate of your IELTS speaking band level, record your Part 2 response in MP3 format and send it to this email address. You will also find the address in the video description. Just send us the attachment and we will send you back your approximate band level. Now, let's continue. Tarana, your 1 minute preparation time is up. Please begin speaking.
The State Technological University of Rajiv Gandhi Vishwavidyalaya, the RGPV, is a public building which I visit regularly for my undergraduate studies. The university is located in the northwestern part of Bhopal, and it's not too far from the IT park. It is, of course, a post-secondary institution which offers several different degree programs, including computer science, which is my major. It is relatively a new building that was established and constructed at the end of the 20th century, so it is a couple of decades old. The main building has a large glass entranceway and is dome-roofed and is 4 stories in height. It has a lot of natural lights flooding into the main area and the classrooms, and it is air conditioned, so it stays nice and cool in hot summer day. Each day, hundreds of students, teachers, and researchers visit the building to learn, teach, and research new technologies. Of course, there are lots of modern equipments throughout the building. It is wired with fiber optics for lightning-fast internet, and there are several computer rooms, both with Apple and PC, for students and teachers to use. I think the building is quite unique in construction with the large windows and the dome roof. Also, there are really nice stone floors and tiers inside the main building area for students to socialize. Personally, I really like the building as it creates a positive learning experience for me where I can focus on my classwork as well as my computer work. I really like visiting the building to socialize and network with my peers.
Okay, your time is up. I'll stop you there and I will take back the questions. Can you just please push them towards me? Thank you. Put the note paper to the side, turn it over, and the pencil as well. And now we will continue with part 3. In part 2, Tarana does a fantastic job choosing an answer that she can talk about easily with detail, namely the State Technological University where she goes to school. It's important in part 2 in the 1-minute preparation time to think of at least 2 or 3 different possible choices and pick the best one. Don't necessarily pick the first idea that comes to mind. Then you will notice that Tarana structures her response very well, talking about a place. She describes its appearance, what the university looks like. Then she talks about the people who attend the university, as well as the activities that happen at the university and her experiences. It's this structure of appearance, location, activities, attendees, and experience that give a well-rounded 1 to 2 minute story when talking about a place. And for this reason, she gets that perfect Band 9 score. But you have to make sure that you practice this at least several times before you sit your test. For this part, I will ask you some questions related to the topic of part 2. Let's talk about public buildings. What are some kinds of buildings that are open to the general public?
Aside from RJPV, libraries, museums, government offices, and some sports centers are often accessible to just about anyone interested. These buildings offer services that are needed by most of the people at least once in their life, so they keep their doors open during the operating hours. In fact, I just went to a government office the other day to inquire about my visa requirements to study in the UK.
To watch the entire video and for lots more tips to get those high band scores, including original practice exams, a fully interactive course, and an app for your phone, visit and join our premium package at aehelp.com. Use the code FULL9 for a 10% discount. Click the link in the video description. It's a one-time payment for lifetime access. We are an IDP affiliate, British Council partner, and an IELTS test registration center. I'm a certified British Council agent. Begin learning for success today. Subscribe to our channel. Click over here. Watch another video. Click right up here. And click our IELTS Hero to join our premium package and get access to all of our videos, practice exams, and a fully interactive course.